everybody. Hello and welcome to Abu Dhabi. We are here at the Sheikh Zayed field for match day 4 of the Sultan Bin Zayed Polo Cup 2023. The first of our 2 games here this afternoon. The stage is set, the field looks good, and we are almost ready for action. Our first match, Bhansali against Bin Drai, and the players are just warming themselves and their ponies up and getting set to go. Our umpires are out there ready. 2 mounted umpires for this one are Peter Wright and Matthias Vavini. And we have Mr. Jason Dixon in the chair here, acting as third man. So let's have a look at the runners and riders. Bhansali playing in the orange shirts. Rishi Bhansali is at number 1. Had a good start in their first match, scoring plenty of goals. And he's playing off a 0-goal handicap. Ariel Ponzi is at 2, the first of 3 2-goal players. At 3 is Manuel Alduna. And at number 4, Juan Pedro Hegi. Bin Drai lining up with Mohamed Khalid at number 1. Khalid Bin Drai is at 2. Agustin Perez is in the number 3 shirt. And at the back, Rashid Bin Drai. Bin Drai totaling 5 goals combined, so they're going to get a half a goal start here for this one, because Bhansali are a full complement of 6. There are the umpires. Nice little graphic there with the whistle.
Yeah, that microphone is working.
Umpires are just blowing their whistle to get a couple of Bin Drai players to get their skates on. They're a little bit slow. I can see from my commentary position, wonderful commentary position here at the Sheikh Zayed field, with a view out towards the ocean and Dubai in the distance. Bit gloomy here, can't see Dubai at the moment. We're actually officially in Abu Dhabi, although we're only just over the border. First of our 2 games, as I said. At 4:15 local time, we've got Sarisa taking on Lamar. And that will be the conclusion of this group at the end of today. I can tell you, for those of you who have missed out yesterday, that we had some good games yesterday. We had Anningsley versus Ghantoot. Ghantoot won that one. And Ancora beat Abu Dhabi by the score of 9 goals to 8. So basically, Ancora played 2, won 2. Abu Dhabi played 2, won 1, lost 1. Ghantoot the same, played 2, won 1 and lost 1. And Anningsley played 2, lost 2. That's that other group that concluded yesterday afternoon. So today will be the conclusion of this second group. 8 teams in this one. And we'll know a little bit more by the close of play today as to who is going to be playing who as the tournament gets into the nitty-gritty of next week. Rashid Bin Drai just getting on his pony. Khalid Bin Drai is still in the tent, just getting his helmet on. And Mohamed Khalid is mounting up and ready to come onto the field. So we're almost there. That's Rashid Bin Drai playing at number 4. 2-goal handicap. Three brothers, the Bin Drai brothers. Khalid Bin Drai just the last to get on board. He's coming out in the number 2 shirt. He plays off a 1-goal handicap, and their other brother Mohammed is also 2 goals. Bhansali have been out there for a while. They're waiting patiently. So Bhansali looking to go 2 from 2 with a victory over Lamar on match day 2. And a victory here would put them in really good position. On top of the group, no doubt. Bin Drai need a win here, having lost their first match. Umpires are keen to get this show on the road. Half a goal to Bin Drai, just being reiterated by Peter Wright. There will be no tied game at the end of this one, as we have 5 against 6. The ball's in. And an immediate foul there, as Rashid Bin Drai looked like he was well set and well positioned on that, as the ball came straight at him from the throw-in, and that's what the umpires have seen. It's going to be a spot hit to the Blues. If you look here, pops double deflection straight towards Rashid, and the orange player there, Manuel Perez Alduna, cutting across in front of him and playing the ball on the near side. Spot hit to the Blues. Goal shot coming in. It's close. Oh, it was so close. But it's just missed. Might have even shaved the post. And it's wide to the left. So, first opportunity there for Bin Drai. Here comes Manuel Perez Alduna. 2-goal player. Orange shirt, red hat. Easy to spot. That one's come ricocheting back towards Bin Drai. Rashid Bin Drai puts the brakes on. Nice little turn from the pony. He's got a front runner. There's the pass. But his brother was taken out of the play by Rishi. And Rishi's left it there to Altuna to come in and try and turn it around the corner with a tail backhander, but they're over the top of that. And it's the Blues going down towards goal. This is good from Perez. Ball's been stolen away by Hagi. Perez with a little snapshot. And, well, it's come to a bit of a grinding halt. Paiza was there, so too was Rashid Bin Drai, but it's going to be a spot hit, penalty 5 in favour of the defending team of Bhansali. Oh, head-to-head play, and he's stolen it. And he's got the score. That was Rashid Bin Drai coming in, and, wow, let's have a look at the replay on this one. Touch forward, and he's straight on it. Did they not notice him there? Very casual from the back from Bhansali. And Rashid Bin Drai, who was alert and waiting for that, couldn't believe his luck as the ball came straight onto his stick side, and he's extended Bin Drai's lead. 1.5-0. Here comes Paisa. Over the top, Alduna. Backhander coming in and turning it around. Paisa will be first to show here. Ariel Ponzi on the grey, putting the brakes on and trying to, well, he's overplayed it a little bit and got away with it as Bin Drai came in to try and challenge him, and he's kind of back in possession here. In fact, it's a bit of a moving melee, but the Oranges have got it, and they've broken rank here, and it's Mohamed Khalid, the last line of defence, as Altuna stick and balls this one down towards goal, reaching out. He's got the score, and Bhansali immediately recovering from that early mistake. They're on the scoreboard here. They're trailing by a half. It's 1.5 to 1. Well, when the ball popped out, only Mohamed Khalid was there in defence, and it was just a question of whether Manuel Alduna could keep the ball out in front of him, and he did just that. Back to the centre. Someone's on the wrong side. That's Khalid Bin Drai, the number 2. Peter Wright won't like that. Big ride off at the back there. Good work from Rashid Bin Drai. But Altuna comes through and nicks it away from Perez. Altuna reaching out behind the pony and keeping possession on this big bay pony. Rashid. Big ride-off coming in there from Ponzi. Perez has it on the chestnut. Couple of taps forward. Miscontrol there, and Bin Drai has possession once again in the form of Rashid Bin Drai. Perez is on this. Good ride off and then a miss-hit neck shot. Backhander comes in from Hagi. And a good hit downfield. Mohamed Khalid going back in defense here once again. This time he is in a good position to play the backhander. Hook coming in and leaves it there for Perez. Perez is open backhander, only as far as Hagi. Hagi onto the near side. Under pressure there from Khalid Bin Drai. Ponzi has it. And Ariel Ponzi is straightening up towards goal. He's put the hammer down and, well, Agustin Perez came across, but in the end, looked like he just ran straight out in front of Ariel Ponzi. The whistle's gone. Let's have another look at this one. Straightens up here on the grey. And yeah, well, Perez getting that horribly wrong. Hagi's teeing the ball up because he's got two players. Both the other two goalers have nipped off to change their ponies. That's Alduna and Ponzi. Rishi comes in and Rishi strokes it through and he looks very confident from the spot, doesn't he? Scored a 3 or 4 at least the other day in their first round match, and he's got another one early doors here, and he puts his team into the lead for the first time in the match. It's 2 to 1.5. So those two players who changed their ponies making it back to the throw-in. And they've gone into the lead and they've got two fresh ponies out there. Here's Ponzi. Gets it away from Bin Drai. He's got Rishi in behind him. A little show and go there from Paisa. Oh, that's good work from Rashid Bin Drai. Swept it across the field and away from the goal mouth. Oh, and his brother was there for a piece of the action. Couldn't quite get back to the ball though. And there's an attack on here for Bhansali. Here comes Paisa. Alduna is there. He has a little waft at it on the near side, but goal shot comes in. That's across the face. Big ride off from Rishi. Rishi goes near side. Paisa is there, and the backup. And the backup there was Juan Pedro Hagi, but Hagi has put it wide to the left. And it'll be a knock in here to the Blues. Surely they want to be taking this quickly. They've got an orange player changing. Could have been a bit quicker. Anyway, they've still got a slight overlap. That's not the knock-in that they were looking for. It's gone straight back to the opposition. Tail backhander sets Ponzi up. Well, it's got to be a spot hit blue, hasn't it? The only reason I say that is because someone shouted Bien Paisa, and it looked like Alduna was trying to tee the ball up for himself, but it's gone in favour of the Blues. And it's going to be Rashid Bin Drai, the two-goal player here, playing at the back for Bin Drai. Gets a nice lofted drive downfield out towards his brother. Comes in with the ride-off against Ariel Ponzi. And just went beyond Ponzi, but fished across in front of him to try and steal the ball away. Neither umpire liked it. Double blast, and it's going to be a spot hit to the orange shirts of Bhansali. Alduna. A tap and a whack. A lofted drive over the top. Mohamed Khalid is there. And Mohamed Khalid's going to play a backhand. It's been deflected, but he got plenty on it. And he's done his team a favour there because Bin Drai drops onto that. Nice work from Khalid, who sweeps it across the field. Rashid tucks in behind and takes out Hagi. But it's his brother who still has the ball. That's been stolen away now by a combination of Ponzi and Alduna. Hagi's there for a piece of the action. Hagi will go under his pony's neck, canes it across the field. Big ride-off coming in there. Huge ride-off from Agustin Perez. and he's still hassling Hagi. They go over to the far side. Bin Drai. Rashid, that was, with a near side backhander, trying to tee up his brother. His brother couldn't quite get bat on ball, and he's left it behind. Here comes Altuna, weaving left and right, and then dancing through the traffic. Altuna reaching out there was Perez. Good hook from Perez. Open backhander out towards the turning Bin Drai. He's been crunched in the ride-off, though, by Paiza. There's the 30-second hooter. Can the orange shirts of Bhansali get another one here? They're very close. That's been duffed forward. Mohammed Khalid is there. An important shot from him. Near side backhander comes in from Hagi. It's back into the melting pot. It's very desperate, the defense. Well, the whistle has gone. That is going to be the end of the first chukker. I'm not sure if it's a corner or not. We'll be able to tell a little bit more when the players come back for the start of the second chukker. But the first chukker has concluded here on the Sheikh Zayed field in the Sultan Bin Zayed Polo Cup 2023. And it is Bhansali, after a slow start, find themselves ahead here, 2-1.5. Welcome back, Polo Liners. We've got a corner here for the start of the second chukker. And an opportunity to see whether all that pressure from Bhansali is going to pay off. It's been teed up here, not that wide from the center of the goal. Maybe 15 yards. I wonder who's going to be taking this. Rishi has been taking the short penalties in this team, and he's been doing very well. Both in this game, having scored already from a 30-yarder, and also in their first match, where I think he got at least 3, possibly 4 from memory. Are they going to give him the 60? They may do. So it looks like we're all set. Bin Drai back on the field and back into a defensive position here. And here comes Altuna, looking to put Bhansali into a slightly further lead here. He's looking for goal number 3 here from the corner. He's got the height. Is it right? It is. He went pretty hard at it, got good contact, but he's just pushed it out to the right-hand side. So a sigh of relief here for Bin Drai, and they remain just half a goal down. Great shot on the replay there of that penalty. See it just sliding out to the right. Long drive downfield from Rashid Bin Drai, but Ariel Ponzi, with all the time in the world here, and he took too much time. And he comes in and clatters Perez a little bit. A whistle on the boards. be a spot hit to Altuna. Taps it forward. Rashid Bin Drai was coming in on the head-to-head, fancies his chances again, but here's Rishi. Rishi pulls the trigger, and Rishi has got a beauty under his pony's neck. And Bhansali, who's showed great composure in front of goal throughout the tournament, has got another one for his team. And eventually, after a lot of huff and puff, they have put number 3 up on the scoreboard, and the difference is 1.5. Perez appealing for the foul. Done well. He's got away from both Hagi and Altuna, but they're still on him. He's trying to get that chestnut into gear, and eventually she fires up and comes away from the pack. Altuna's there. He's appealing for the foul, but didn't look like there was anything in that. Tail backhand is a goodie from Ponzi. Really good angle and good power and away to the board. So Bhansali back in possession here. Altuna goes down the boards. Paisa checks up and therefore gave enough time and space there for Perez to nip in. Perez's tail backhander has gone straight to Hagi. Hagi under pressure there from Bin Drai. Not one but two. Turning with the ball, here is Rashid. Goes to the near side. And a whistle as he does so. Just miscontrolled it there, didn't he, Rashid Bin Drai? Came around the corner nicely, got good contact with the man, and then switched over. And Rishi was well positioned, and he's earned his team a penalty here. And it's in a dangerous position as far as Bin Drai are concerned. As they're about, what? Just over, maybe about 90 yards from goal. Quick swing, wasn't particularly pretty, but Rishi's on the end of it. Bin Drai, been out-muscled here by Hagi. Hagi reaching out and flicking it towards goal. The backhander comes in, but the backhander has not stopped the attack from Bhansali. And this team clicking into gear again. They've opened up a healthy lead here with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second chukker. It's 4 to 1.5. Hagi there, scrapping away for possession. Altuna opens up, but he had Perez really close to him and always looked like he was going to get the hook, didn't he? Open backhander, charged down, kicked by a pony. Bin Drai coming through and picking up the line. Good work here from Rashid and a nice read. And Bin Drai need to score next, you feel, to stop the rot here. Back in defence here for Bhansali is Paisa. Paisa's tail backhander is out towards the turning Hagi, but receiving the ball first will be Perez on the chestnut. Open backhander from him, plucked out of the air there by Rishi. An important play from Rishi Bhansali, who's plucked it out of the air and then gone near side and brought the ball away from Rashid Bin Drai. And Bhansali having a really good showing here early doors. Big ride-off. Well, it was a meaty ride-off, wasn't it? And there was a yelp and a cry from Rashid Bin Drai. The whistle has gone. Let's have another look at this. Oh, yeah. Well, the ride-off was adjudged to be okay. But Khalid Bin Drai coming in at that angle was not. And it's going to be a 5B. And another opportunity here for Bhansali. Teeing the ball up here is Altuna. And he's looking to score from this drive and put Bhansali into a really commanding position before half-time. Manuel goes long. It's good. It's landed softly though. Perez with a backhander chops it out. Oh, and Rishi was intimidated out of it there. There is a whistle. And they're going back to the center. This time it's going to be for Bin Drai. So the two teams just exchanging penalty 5Bs. Altoona flying back. Still offside. Goal shot comes in from Perez, but he's tugged it out to the left. And it's not going to trouble the scorers. So, two blue players changing their ponies. I'm not sure if the oranges have noticed. Don't think he has. He's not in any hurry to take the restart. Now he's seen it. And he unloads, but not the drive he was looking for. Rashid Bin Drai comes across. Oof, he's missed the backhander. Just too many mistakes at the moment for Bin Drai. And the orange team still with the ball and still driving it down towards goal. Certainly taking the scenic route. They're way over on the far side of the field. Appealing for the foul there was Rashid Bin Drai. Altoona. Shown too much of that to Perez. Perez's backhander will turn them all around. Here comes Paisa. Ponzi with a little turn. Show and go. Goes past one. That was Mohamed Khalid who couldn't stop him. Picked up now by Altoona. And Altoona shoots. And Altoona shoots wide. Rashid Bin Drai. Hagi comes across. Perez. Altoona. Little open backhander out towards Paisa. And Altoona picks up the loose ball and finds a bit of space here, and he's up towards the 60. Reaching out, doesn't get the next one. Rishi's there. Rishi has a little shot towards goal. That's been deflected. And Altoona reaches out, works it forward on the near side. Eventually the backhander from Perez will turn them around. Here comes Bin Drai trying to put Hagi under pressure. Hagi with a little quick reflex backhander, but only as far as the number one here, Mohamed Khalid. Rishi turns it around once again. And it's, well, play changing direction, left, right, and center here. Mohamed Khalid gets a hook there on Paisa. Perez wants the foul. Paisa's broken into some space, and there's absolutely no one at home. Can he get the flick towards goal? Oh, he's missed it. Well, they're absolutely badgering that goal down there, but they can't score one. And, well, Bin Drai holding themselves in the match here with some desperate defense, as we see Paisa Ponzi just going wide of that post, but a mistake there from Bin Drai from the back line, and it's Hagi who's in here. Hagi with a little flick. There's the hooter. And it's all getting a bit scrappy down there, folks. Here comes Altoona. And the whistle has gone. That is going to be half-time after that frantic passage of play there down in the goal mouth for the last couple of minutes. As we look at the replay there, Altoona coming together with a Bin Drai player. The whistle went. And that is half-time in this one. It's Bhansali with the lead, 4-1.5.
Well, personally, it's my first tournament in Dubai, so super happy, super happy. Mainly, I came to Dubai with Desert Palm, thanks to Luisa Doni and Seb Doni. They brought me to work there, mainly to make lessons and everything down there. And I met Rishi and Paisa. We became very good friends. We play checkers together, and they invite me to this tournament. Also, Juan Pedro, the other guy, the other professional who played in the team, he's also from there. And we made the team basically from Desert Palm, and we started there, and it's been a lot of fun since we started. That's why we decided to keep on playing tournaments outside and stuff. I'm from a little town called Chivilcoy. It's mainly a farming town. There's not much polo down there. So we started, my father is an engineer, so we got a couple of horses at the farm, and we started riding those horses and going to another little place, to another little farm to sticking ball there, and all of a sudden we started to play. And then I went to work to Saladillo with Milo Araujo, and since then I'm living from polo. I make my living from polo. It depends on the handicap. Normally in the low goal I tend to be the number 3 or the number 4 in the team. But when it comes to a higher handicap and better players, I normally go forward and I play as a 2. Personally, I feel more comfortable playing as a 2. We want to go as far as we can, honestly. It's going very well. We have a very good connection. We're all friends. So hopefully, if it goes well, we aim for the best, and let's see how it goes.
Welcome back, everybody. Nice to have the words of Manuel Perez Altuna there at half-time for the benefit of our Polo Line TV viewers. And he has been performing well here in the first half for Bhansali. Got themselves into a nice 2.5 goal advantage. Now let's have a look at that last passage of play. It's a spot hit to Bin Drai. And it's going to be an opportunity for Perez, who has switched positions here with Rashid Bin Drai. And Rashid goes downfield and tries to get on the end of this pass. Paisa. Open backhander to the boards. Altuna reaching out, getting the contact there in the right-off, nudging Khalid Bin Drai out of the way and retaining possession. He's got a front runner here in the form of Paisa. But that's not where he wanted the ball. Backhander, oh, he might get on the end of it. And he does. Up to the 60. Near side backhander coming in and turning it around once again. That was Khalid Bin Drai coming around the outside. Here's Rishi. Don't want to give him too much space. And Rishi's gone for goal. Oh, and he's a whisker wide. More time than he thought there on that goal shot. Certainly was a quick swing, wasn't it? He worked the space nicely, but either way it's gone wide. Here's Rishi again, near side backhander trying to tee up his teammate Altuna. Altuna with a touch and then appealing for the foul, but surely can't expect that to be a whistle. Swing and a miss there from both Bin Drai brothers, and that's allowed Hagi to come in. And Hagi's open backhander, one bounce and out. So possession back to Bin Drai here. Perez. 3 taps. And then a hit downfield towards Bin Drai. Bin Drai with a good position here. That's going to be out to the left-hand side. Mohamed Khalid's going to have to get his skates on, but he couldn't get there in time. And a wasted opportunity there for Bin Drai. It was a good position. comes Altuna. Mohamed Khalid thought about it. Rishi picks it up. Bhansali. Mohamed Khalid has the backhander there on the offside. Didn't get much on it. But Perez came steaming through, and it looked like Perez had a near side play to me, but let's see. Was Rishi coming across? Hard to see from this angle. Well, they're going down in favour of Bhansali. And it's going to be a penalty for by the looks of it. So umpire right dropping the ball and sliding down the field. And it's the man who we saw on the half-time interview teeing the ball up. Now he's already had a go from this range. Remember, he had a corner that just slid past that right-hand post. He's a good ball striker. Can he get this one straight? Ooh, he's duffed it a bit. Stopped there by Bin Drai, who plucks it out of the air. And he's done well. Perez is on the end of it. There's the backup. That's a nice sweeping under the neck shot. Paisa Ponzi, well positioned. Miscontrol. And Bin Drai are in here, and they've broken rank, and there's plenty of space here. And the man on the charge on the dark bay pony is Rashid Bin Drai. Glances over his shoulder, sees Hagi coming back in hot pursuit. How's the approach shot? Looks pretty good to me. It's a little bit out to the right. He sets himself, little flick needed. Oh, nicely done. Rashid Bin Drai finally opening up for the blue shirts and getting the ball across the line. They've been quiet for a while in terms of scoreboard action, but they're right back in the match here. It's 4-2.5. Well, the approach shot was better than it looked from up here. It was actually pretty straight, right in the middle of the goal. I thought it might have gone a little bit further to the right than that, and he might have needed an under-the-neck shot, but the approach was right on the money, and he wasn't going to miss from there. But he is changing his pony, and he has left his team one down here, and the Oranges have it once again. Ooh. Khalid Bin Drai came through. Paisa looked like he was in control of the ball on the offside. And it's going to be a spot hit. Is it? It's going to be a 5B. So 4:04 on the clock, but that includes the 30 seconds on this clock here at Ghantoot. So very important next passage of play, really, on the next goal. If it were to go blue, they'd only be half a goal down, and the Orange have had all the possession. Here comes the young man from Chivilcoy. Circling around. It's low, it's straight, but not the best connection, and that's allowed Perez to turn and get it away. He's under pressure from Hagi. Perez now, out towards the boards. He'll leave the ball here for his teammate. Well read and well dealt with here by Rashid Bin Drai. Rashid, bit of a miss-hit though, and Ponzi will come in and open a backhander. No, he fakes the backhander and decides to turn it himself. Under pressure from Perez, he'll have to clear and give him a shot. Umpire's just calling him out now. And then a double blast from the umpires, as that one was hit down towards goal. Players are nipping off to change their ponies. So we see the replay there. The umpires have got the player in front just coming from left to right, charging that one down. And as a result, they've given a 40-yard penalty here in favour of Bhansali. So, is it going to be Paisa or is it going to be Rishi? I think it's Rishi. Comes in from a straight run up. One practice swing and then a quick wristy shot. Didn't look as confident over that one as his dad has done on some of the others. And it's been saved. Big hit downfield from Bin Drai. Hagee waiting to get back on side. Well read there by Hagee. Did really well because he's not only got back on side, but he's in a position to receive this backhander. And then he opens up towards Rishi, who's gone left. Bhansali trying to make amends for that missed 40. A bit of a wild swing from him. Ponzi's there. And Ponzi may well have earned his team another penalty here because as Perez came in, so did Peter Wright's whistle. There's Rishi with that slightly wild swing. And Perez, who's trying to tuck him behind Paisa, may well have parked his horse in the wrong place. Or did he hook across the back of the horse? Hard to see from here. Either way, he's conceded a penalty too. So it looks like Altoona's going to have the responsibility here. Rishi's gone to change pony. He's been taking all the penalty twos, Bhansali, but this one goes to Altoona. And Altoona has set himself and he smashed it through. So Bhansali with an important goal, you feel, just when Bin Drai were getting a little bit of momentum, had scored last and got themselves back within touching distance. Bhansali with a little bit of pressure down at that Bin Drai end of the field, finally paying dividends, and they've gone into a 2.5 goal advantage here. It's 5-2.5. The umpire's not happy. Ball's in. Rishi's there at the front, scrapping away with Mohammed Khalid. Hagee's there for a piece of the pie. Rishi reaching out. Altoona's there. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. Oh, and reaching out nicely and picking up a good one from behind his pony is Hagee. Switches to the near side under a bit of pressure from Bin Drai. Back to the offside. Good running goal this from Hagee. And he's got it. And they like it down in the Bhansali camp. Some applause coming in from some of the management and the grooms. And they feel that that could be the one that puts them in control of this match yet again. It's 6-2.5 as the clock ticks down inside 2 minutes of the third. Has that knocked the stuffing out of Bin Drai? Can they come again? They need the next goal. No doubt about that. Bin Drai flying in there and having a little swat at the ball, but Paisa launches it long. It's not going to reach. It's out to the right-hand side. Rashid Bin Drai goes back in defence, puts the brakes on, flicks it around the corner, goes back inside Ponzi and then finds a good pass out to Perez. Nicely done in defence there from Rashid Bin Drai. The counter-attack is on and Perez has made a mess of it. He's left it behind and the Oranges are in here again. Open backhander and they've split them. They're appealing for the foul. And the whistle's gone. The whistle has gone. Peter Wright with a good angle, a good view there on the far side of the field, and he's given a spot hit here to Bin Drai. Perez. Bin Drai goes for a first time hit. Altoona comes across. Couldn't get bat on ball. And Rashid Bin Drai keeps the attack going, and he's found his brother who's trying to pick up a half volley. Rashid comes through, the hooter goes. They need this one. It's Rashid Bin Drai. This looks good. Oh, he's got it. Lovely skills from Rashid Bin Drai, just what they needed at the end of the third to just wrestle back a little bit of momentum and give themselves a chance in the fourth. Bin Drai with a late goal in the third. It's 3.5 to 6. Welcome back, everybody. A very short break from our producer. He's making us work hard here. Thanks, Andres. We've got images of the Bin Drai camp, and well, they'll be feeling a little bit better about the situation now, having scored that goal right at the end of the third chukka. The last touch of that chukka came in from Rashid Bin Drai after some intelligent play from him, and he finished off another one. He scored a couple of good goals in this match. Here's the replay. His brother receiving the pass from Rashid, couldn't get the bouncing ball, and Rashid came in, got away from Alduna, and on the run, under his pony's neck, got the job done. Good work from the number 4 here for Bin Drai. And he's just given them a little sniff, a ray of light, a little bit of hope. They need to score next. We're in play. Start of the fourth and final. Paisa doing a little pirouette there. Picked up by Perez. He's hooked out of it by Ponzi. Bin Drai's there, nudges it forward. Hagi comes in. His open backhander turns everyone around. Appealing for the foul, but arriving second there was Altuna. And rightly play continuing here with Rashid Bin Drai, who's been out-muscled here by Altuna. Goes near side, finds a nice short lofted backhander down the boards. And Hagi's made something of nothing and got away from Perez. Over the top of the bouncing ball there is Hagi. Ponzi coming through. And just as well that Perez looked up and saw that Ponzi was flying down the line. And it is Hagi who sets himself. And a cry of anguish there from Hagi as Perez came in. And the whistle has gone. And I have to say, Agustin Perez has been flying around. Do you want to replay? So here's the replay. Hagi's on it, and then he drifts out to the right a little bit. Quite hard to see from this angle. It's going to be a penalty. 30-yard hit here in favour of Bhansali, and it'll be Rishi who's going to come round and take this one. Well, a very mysterious run-up. And didn't really give himself the perfect opportunity to score that. A left-hand turn and coming in short, 4 or 5 strides to the ball is probably not the approach. And as a result, he's missed it. So it keeps Bin Drai in the match, that. Here comes Hagi, dropping in on that short pass from Perez that just didn't reach Bin Drai. Perez again. And it's all getting a bit scrappy there as two players come together. As we look at the replay here, he's worked it from the back of the pack, and Perez comes in, gets his angles wrong, and he's fouled an awful lot today, Perez. I don't know what the stats are, but he seems to have been committing crimes all over the field. Altuna on a busy pony, kept his composure and flops it over the top. It's like a little chip shot. Bizarre penalty, but he's got it straight and he's got it across the line. And he puts number 7 up on the scoreboard for Bhansali. It's 7 to 3.5. Nicely picked up there by Mohammed Khalid. Rishi with a backhander. Rashid Bin Drai goes across the field. He's over the top of it. So too are a couple of other players behind him. Huge ride-off coming in there between him and Hagi. And Juan Pedro Hagi still going, but he's down into the corner. Bin Drai comes back in with a big ride-off. Rashid comes back in field here. He's got some backup here from his brother. And he's on the grey and does a little turn out to the left-hand side. Ponzi steals it back here for Bhansali. It's all come to a bit of a grinding halt on the far side, but Ponzi straightening up now and finding some space. Muscles that one up over the 60-yard line. Rishi is tucking in behind. It's Ariel Ponzi who may have shown this a little bit too much of this to the defender. And that's a really good near side backhander coming in from Rashid Bin Drai. His brother's there. Big ride-off on Altuna. And Altuna came back towards the ball. And it may well have been a bad decision because the whistle's gone. Spot hit to the Blues. Perez finds a nice drive downfield. It's come off the back of Mohammed Khalid's pony. Ooh, it's a bit scary. Loud blast from the umpire's whistle. Altuna getting it wrong on that occasion. And they're marching. And there you see, he had a near side play at best. So Rashid Bin Drai is circling around here to take this 40-yard hit. And the Blues need a goal here. Oh, that sounded really good. Nicely done, Rashid Bin Drai. Very, very professional from the spot. And there's nothing that defender could do because that is high and firm and straight over the top. Look at this from the replay, looking straight down the barrel here. And bang, nicely done. Just inside that right-hand goalpost. and Bin Drai back on the scoreboard here. It's 4.5-7. Alduna. Ponzi picks it up. Being hassled and out-hassled here by Perez. Whoa. Hagi coming around the back. And a little bit of ill discipline creeping in here, this time from Bhansali. They've conceded another one. They don't want to keep giving away penalties here because, well, if Bin Drai can put this one over, they're almost within touching distance once again. It's another penalty 3. Surely it's going to be Rashid Bin Drai after the way he hit that last one. Surely it is. Nice steady pony. He's got it. Didn't sound quite as sweet as the last one, but it's straight and it's got the job done. Perez, with a very late decision to go and change his pony, has now aborted that decision. Let's have a look at that penalty replay. Yep, nicely done. And it's 5.5-7. And the next goal, absolutely monumental. Just when you thought the orange team had it all sewn up and under control, they're under pressure here. Here comes Paisa, near side coming in from Perez. Paisa back in possession for Bhansali. Another whistle there as Perez came into the action. Ball's been dropped down. Let's see what the umpires decide. There's Paisa. Ah, it was behind. That was the foul. Khalid Bin Drai got sandwiched. So, the orange team just looking a little bit nervous here in defence. They're conceding a lot of penalties all of a sudden. That's gone long. It's going to land softly and stay in play. Oh, and a miss from Paisa. And Mohamed Khalid's in a good position. Is he going to get there? No, he's not. He was a little bit slow to react, to be fair. I don't think he was expecting the ball to be left behind. Nothing on the backhander at all. And it's Rishi Bhansali who comes through with the ball. They've left it to Paisa. Paisa goes for an under-the-neck shot pass that was very short in fairness, but it was good for angle. And here comes Hagi. Hagi's absolutely steaming through the traffic. Hagi trying to get that pony back under control and work it back towards goal. But Perez is there. Oh, and the Blues are on the counter-attack here. Ponzi back in defence. He's got something on it, but so too has Perez. Rishi, near side from him. Perez comes through, back to the offside. They need a goal and they need it now, the Blues, and they're in. They're in. He's up over the 40. He's inside the 30. He's looking for the under the neck shot. This is huge. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it, and the ball, not only that, the ball's been kicked out of play, and the clock will run down here, and that could really be that, because surely now a little bit of game management. Remember, the Blues still need 2 goals here, and if Bhansali can come up with a bit of game management, they're going to see themselves over the line here. Massive backhander coming in from Perez, but the first to show is a defender here for Bhansali. It's Rishi with a good tail backhander himself. Mohamed Khalid. Hagi flying through. He's absolutely flat out, isn't he? And he's going to push that one to the wide, to the right. But he won't mind too much because the clock ticks down. And the clock ticks down to 0 here in this 4th and final chukka. There is the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, it was a lot closer in the end. Had Bin Drai got that last goal, they really would have set the cat amongst the pigeons. But in the end, they've come up a little bit short here. Bhansali run out the winners over Bin Drai by the score of 7 to 5.5. There's the chukker by chukker stats. Always nice to see. Bhansali 2 to 1.5 at the end of the first. By half time, they had a nice advantage of 4 to 1.5. 6 3.5. They were pretty much comfortable all the way through, weren't they? And then 2 goals by Bin Drai in that last chukker. Had they got that third one, it really would have changed things, because by that point, Bhansali were fouling a lot and starting to look a little bit creaky, but they held on and they got the job done. So that's 2 wins for Bhansali. Remember, they had a 9-6 over Lamar on match day 2. And that victory there puts them played 2, won 2. And Bin Drai are the reverse of that. Played 2, lost 2. Match stats, field goals, 4-3 in Bhansali's favour. Throw-ins, 8 to Bhansali, 5 to Bin Drai. Fouls, well, 9 by Bhansali. A lot of those coming in that 4th and final chukker. Bin Drai just committing too many fouls, especially by Agustin Perez, who's almost on the FBI's most wanted list after that. Penalties, 3 out of 6, 2 out of 2 by Bin Drai. There was a corner. It wasn't converted. That was to Bin Drai, and there were no yellow cards in the match. So that's all we've got time for this first transmission. Don't forget, we've got our 4:15 game, local time here, live and direct from the Sheikh Zayed field here in Ghantoot, and that will be contested between Sarisa and Lamar.